Few drinks conjure up images of summer like the mojito. This refreshing cocktail, a delightful blend of white rum, sugar, lime juice, soda water and mint, is a mainstay on patios and beaches around the world. But beneath its simple exterior lies a surprisingly complex and colorful history. The mojito's journey takes us from the decks of pirate ships to the heart of revolutionary Cuba with detours through literary cafes and Hollywood film sets. The mojito's story is a testament to the enduring power of a good drink. It's a tale of adaptation and evolution, with each chapter adding new layers of flavor and intrigue. So the next time you find yourself sipping on this iconic cocktail, take a moment to appreciate the centuries of history swirling within your glass. It's a journey that's as refreshing and invigorating as the drink itself. From its humble beginnings as a medicinal concoction to its current status as a global icon, the mojito has always been more than just a drink. It's a cultural touchstone, a symbol of good times and adventure. So sit back, relax, and join us as we delve into the fascinating history of this beloved cocktail. We'll uncover the secrets behind its enduring popularity and discover why, even after centuries, the mojito remains a timeless classic. The mojito's roots can be traced back to the 16th century, a time when European explorers were venturing across the Atlantic in search of new lands and riches. One such explorer was the legendary Sir Francis Drake, whose name would become forever linked with the early days of this iconic cocktail. While Drake is best known for his exploits as a privateer and explorer, he also had a keen interest in medicine. This was a necessity in an era when scurvy and other diseases ran rampant among sailors. During his voyages to the Caribbean, Drake and his crew encountered a native remedy used by the indigenous people. This concoction, a precursor to the mojito, was made with aguardiente de cana, a crude form of rum distilled from sugarcane juice along with lime juice, sugarcane syrup, and local herbs. The drink was believed to have medicinal properties, particularly in combating scurvy due to its high vitamin C content from the limes. While not as refined as the mojito we know today, this early iteration laid the groundwork for what would become a beloved cocktail. Drake's crew dubbed this drink El Drake, a testament to their captain's influence and the drink's effectiveness in keeping them healthy. The name eventually evolved into Drakecito and finally Mojito, possibly a derivative of the Spanish word mochar, meaning to wet or mojo, a Cuban sauce made with similar ingredients. Regardless of the exact etymology, the mojito's association with Drake cemented its place in history as a drink with a swashbuckling past. Fast forward to the 19th century, and the mojito's story finds itself firmly planted in Cuban soil. While the drink's early origins were rooted in medicinal purposes, it was in Cuba that it truly began to take shape as a social beverage. The island's burgeoning rum industry played a pivotal role in this transformation. Cuban rum, with its smoother, more refined taste compared to the earlier aguardiente de cana, elevated the mojito from a crude tonic to a more palatable and enjoyable drink. The exact circumstances surrounding the mojito's evolution in Cuba are shrouded in a bit of mystery. Some accounts credit its rise to African slaves working on sugarcane plantations. These slaves, with their knowledge of herbs and traditional remedies, are said to have introduced mint to the mix, adding a refreshing twist to the existing concoction. Others point to the influx of Spanish immigrants who brought with them their own culinary traditions, potentially influencing the drink's development. Regardless of the precise origins, the mojito found a natural home in Cuba's vibrant cafe culture. As the 19th century progressed, the drink became a staple in Havana's bars and cafes, enjoyed by locals and visitors alike. Its refreshing taste, combined with the readily available and high-quality Cuban rum, cemented its status as a national treasure. The mojito's rise to international fame is inextricably linked with the Golden Age of Cuba, a period that coincided with the rise of tourism and the country's emergence as a cultural hub. During this time, Havana was a playground for the rich and famous, attracting artists, writers, and socialites from around the world, and no figure is more synonymous with this era than Ernest Hemingway. Hemingway, a renowned novelist and notorious imbiber, fell in love with Cuba and its signature cocktail. He was a regular at La Bodeguita del Medio, a legendary Havana bar that still stands today. A sign above the bar proudly proclaims, "My mojito in La Bodeguita, my daiquiri in El Floridita," a quote attributed to Hemingway himself. While Hemingway's love for the mojito undoubtedly helped popularize the drink, it's important to note that the mojito was already well established in Cuban culture by the time he arrived. Hemingway's patronage, along with the influx of tourists and celebrities to Cuba, propelled the mojito onto the world stage. It became the drink of choice for those seeking a taste of Cuban glamour and sophistication. The mojito's refreshing taste, combined with its association with Hemingway and the allure of pre-revolutionary Cuba, made it an instant classic. Beyond bars and beaches, the mojito has found its way into music, fashion, and pop culture. It's the soundtrack of summer in liquid form. You'll hear it name-dropped in songs, see it on fashion shoots, and find it at the heart of rooftop parties from Barcelona to Bangkok. But it's not just a holiday drink anymore. In many Latin American and Caribbean homes, a mojito is about gathering, about sharing stories. It's the kind of drink you make with your hands, not a cocktail shaker. Muddling the mint, squeezing the lime, pouring the rum. It's tactile, social, and alive. Even bartenders will tell you, a mojito made well shows patience and respect for the craft. It's not the easiest cocktail to make fast, but when it's made with care, it hits different. In today's world, even cocktails have a role to play in sustainability. Think about it. The mojito uses fresh, local ingredients that are easy to grow. Mint can be grown in a windowsill pot. Lime trees thrive in warm climates. Sugarcane is a renewable crop. And white rum? It's one of the more environmentally efficient spirits to produce when done right. Some bars are now growing their own herbs and citrus on site just for mojitos, cutting down transport miles and plastic waste. It's a small but refreshing way to drink more responsibly. Want to make a mojito at home? Here's a quick cheat sheet. In a tall glass, add 8 fresh mint leaves, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and the juice of half a lime. Muddle gently, don't mash it. Add 50 milliliters of white rum. Fill with ice, top with soda water, and stir. Garnish with more mint and a lime wedge. That's it. No fancy gear, just good ingredients, a steady hand, and maybe a sunset to sip it under. The mojito. Simple, soulful, timeless.